Andre Porter representing for Speaker TV. Speaker TV, where we encourage you to speak your greatness into existence. I want to welcome you to the Speaker TV Book Club. We got a special interview today. We're going to be speaking to an author, and he's going to be telling us about his book. He's going to be telling us about featured on the cover of a magazine. I love writing. I'm an author myself, and writing is like magic. And reading is fundamental. Instead of wasting time, I'm going to try to get this author on the lines, speak some greatness into existence for 2020. Make sure you share this interview. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. This is definitely going to be magic. Hello, are you there, sir?
Hello, how you doing?
Greetings. Welcome to Speaker TV Book Club. How are you so far in 2020?
I'm great.
Man, all right, listen. I'm good. Thanks for asking. A lot of beautiful things been happening. A lot of positive things been happening, you know what I mean? So I'm elated. I'm delighted to speak some your greatness into existence for 2020. But before we get into the interview, please introduce yourself and tell us exactly where you're calling from.
My name is Stephen Moore, and I'm calling from Chicago, Illinois.
Wow, Chicago. How's the weather in Chicago?
It's pretty good for January. Man,
you from Kanye West City, right?
Yes, sir.
You been to Sunday service yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, man. All right, listen, right here on the screen right there, as you can see, we have the book L-Town, and we have a picture of Mr. S.C. Moore, right? First of all, L-Town, tell us about this book.
L-Town is an urban novel.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a kid that grew up in the project. His mother decided to move him out of the project into a more middle class neighborhood, trying to just duck him from joining gangs and things like that. And for the most part of his life, he did so until some tragic happened in his life that forced him to join the gang out of revenge.
Wow. Is this based on a personal story or personal experience? Because I know that there is a lot of gang activity in Chicago. So does this have any personal reference to it?
No, not necessarily, but it does. It does have some kind of. It's not. I wouldn't say truth to it, but it's just some experience, things that I did experience, and I just took them and twisted them a little bit and put together a good story. And there's a message behind the story as well. That just because things happen that force you to get revenge, that doesn't necessarily make you a hero.
Wow. I like that. So how has the reception been so far?
Well, actually, that book came out in 2015, and I self-published it, so I mean, the marketing wasn't as good as it could have been, so it did pretty good, but not as good as I wanted it to. But I did release a more educational book last month under a publishing company, Citizen Science Publication. Shout out, okay. And we was released at #1. So,
all right, congratulations! I like that. As a self-published author, what are some of the struggles that you faced?
My trouble was more financially because I wasn't able to promote and market the way I wanted to. I had struggles coming up with money, the editing and things like that. But other than that, everything else went pretty smooth. Like I said, I just wasn't able to market and promote it the way I wanted to.
Okay, I like that. I respect that. And what are some of the lessons that you've learned? Because you have a lot of self-published independent authors out there who have faced these struggles, and because they weren't able to market or promote their materials properly, they gave up on their dreams. So what are some of the lessons that you learned that you may be able to share with an author who gave up, or an author who is facing the similar struggles?
Well, some of the troubles I faced was, again, just being able to get the book out there the way I wanted to get it out there. But Well, what I have learned is that sometimes you need that support system. So if it was up to me, I would, if I could, I would rather sign with a publishing company, someone who's able to really back you and have to get your story heard. Because I mean, you can have a great story, and you can know what you want to do with it, but if you don't have the finances to do it, it's going to be hard.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. I definitely agree to that. I definitely agree to that. All right, so L Town, L Town, L Town. I like that. I like that. I like that one. I like that one. All right, so let's talk about Women Do Raise Men. What inspired you to write that book?
What inspired me to write Women Do Raise Men? Well, again, I'm 42 years old, and growing up, I always heard the cliche: "A woman can't raise a man. A woman can't raise a man." And to me, I feel like hearing that, and a lot of my peers hearing that, and even some of the younger guys today hearing that, it forces them, if they don't have a male figure in their life, it forces them to go out to the street looking for a father figure. And what they wind
Mm.
up and what they wind up doing is running into the neighborhood gangbangers or the neighborhood drug dealers, and essentially their life become a mess,
Mm.
and they do things that they regret. Um, I feel like that if we could teach them that, if we could teach them at a young age that whether there's a male in the house or not, that their mother also contributes to the man that they will become one day, then they'll pay more to their mother and learn from her, opposed to running out to the streets trying to join gangs and things like that to look for a father figure.
Amen.
Now,
Amen. Amen. Wow. Wow. I
now,
like
now,
that.
now, now, this book isn't diminishing the role of a male figure, because the things that you learn from your mother that contribute to you becoming a man, your father could be there,
True.
because your father only teaches you so many things, but the love, respect, and things like that, that mostly comes from your mother,
Wow.
or
Wow.
your mother, your sister, your auntie, your grandmother. Your father's gonna teach you how to throw a ball. He's gonna teach you how to be tough and things
Amen.
like that. But when it comes to love and respect and things like that, that mainly comes from your mother.
You know what? I like that. My mom passed a few months ago. God rest her soul and everything. But
Sorry to hear.
I was having a conversation yesterday, and I was telling somebody that at 3 years old, my mom gave me a little basin. So when I wake up in the morning, she told me, make sure you wash your face, brush your teeth, make sure you make your bed, make sure you sweep up your room. By 5 years old, I was helping her out in the kitchen to prepare the meals. By 7 years old, I was able to cook. Then she started letting me wash my underpants and all of that. Then I graduated to my shirts and all of that. So by age 15, I was able to cook, clean, wash. I knew how to carry myself differently, aside from the things that my father had taught me, because there's some things, as you say, that it takes a woman, and a woman do raise men too. So yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that.
Exactly. And also, your mother, any woman in your life, she indirectly teaches you at times too. Because
Mm-hmm.
now, this is for the single mother, the guys the guys who grow up with just their mother raising them. You learn from her struggle.
Preach,
You
brother.
know,
Preach, brother.
and it teaches you how to become a man for your future wife,
Amen.
because you see your mother going through things that you wouldn't want to see your wife going through, or your children or your daughters going through.
Preach,
So
brother.
so not only do they directly teach us, like you say, brush your teeth, make your bed, things like that, but they also indirectly teach us without even knowing that they're teaching us.
Amen. Preach, brother. Preach it.
So yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Oh man. Oh man. Listen, when I told you, when you signed up for your interview, I had no idea that you had so much information to share and everything. But wait, we have some good news also, because you were recently featured on the cover of Book Buzz, and as you can see right there, it's on the screen. Now, tell us, how did that come about?
Actually, I was featured on the first edition of Book Buzz. Actually,
Wow. Wow.
yes,
Congratulations.
yes, and
Congratulations.
I got a 5-page spread. It's with a full interview. You can learn all you need to know about me, my favorite movies, from how many children I have, the love of my life.
Wow.
You learn so much about me in there.
Wow.
And I,
Let me
go ahead.
ask you this. No, not to cut you off, but let me ask you this. What inspired you to become an author?
Okay, well, at a young age, and a lot of people say that I shouldn't have that just have been the reason, but at a young age, I always wanted to rap. I wrote my first rap when I was in fourth grade about cartoons and things like that. I do have music out that I put out in 2010. A mixtape I put out called Pimp Palace Boy the Mixtape. You can find it on my YouTube page, Minutes 52,
Okay.
dattip.com. But I never got a record deal. So
Mm.
what happened was, I love to write, and after a certain age, I just felt like I got too old to be trying to write. So I redirected my writing from writing music, and I took my story and I took my music and made it into story.
Wow. Wow. I liked that. I liked that. I liked that. He took his music and turned it into stories. That means he didn't give up on his passion. What he simply did was reinvent himself and find a different avenue in which to express himself. And that's very honorable. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. One
Thank you,
more round
thank
of
you.
applause for you. One more round of applause. All the way from Chicago. Oh my gosh, the home of Kanye West, the home of President Barack Obama, the home
Yes,
of Oprah
sir.
Winfrey, the home of a lot of great people. So we're also speaking your greatness into existence. Before we end the interview, let the audience know where we can find you on your social media handles, please.
Arthur S.C. Moore. That's Arthur S.C. Moore on Facebook.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna make sure I tag you in this post and everything. It was wonderful talking to you. Let me ask you this. Three questions before we go. What is your greatest strength and what keeps you motivated?
My greatest strength is I'm always thinking.
Mm.
I'm always thinking, and instead of letting it out and venting or letting my anger get the best of me, I take that anger and I take it and I make it a story, man. But what I try and
Wow.
do, whether it's urban, erotic, or educational, motivational, I try and make it a positive twist.
I
And
like
um
that.
and and what keeps me motivated, man, is my children. I want to leave something here for my children to be proud of me. Like I said, because I did a lot of things in my younger days, and I know they hear the stories from their mothers, my mother, and things like that. And so I want to leave something positive in this world. And so every day I'm writing and trying to find a new positive way to leave a mark on this world. And whether it's just with my children or just with the world in general, I want to say that I was a part of a change, and that's one of the reasons why I wrote "Women Do Raise Men." I want to be a part of a change. I want to be able to change a generation of men. I want to be able to change a generation of boys and grow them and teach them how to be men. Not necessarily teach them, but show them how they learn how to be men.
I
Because
like that.
a lot of guys don't know where they get these qualities from.
Wow.
They don't know. They don't know, and it could be your mother just raised you and your sister, and she got to work and she leaving your sister to babysit you. You learn things from your sister. You learn things from your grandmother, your auntie. You learn things from these women, and you don't even know it until you older, and then it hits you that wow, I learned this from my sister. I learned this from my mother. And I'm a man today.
Definitely. You can always learn lessons from the women in your life. Second question before we go. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I see myself being a best-selling author, a motivational speaker, because right now I'm trying to set a school tour, whether it's grammar school, universities, wherever. I want to get into every school that I possibly can and speak to these young men and teach and show them the different ways that they become men, whether there's a male figure in their life or not.
I
But this is
like
what I
that.
want to do. I want to get out here and I want to speak to the world.
I like that. I like that. I like that. All right, final question before we go. What word of advice do you have for an author who is in the game or he's planning to get in the game based on the struggles that you face? What word of advice do you have to keep them motivated and inspired?
Um, Take your time. Don't rush anything.
Mm.
Take your time, do your research, learn your audience, and write and be true to yourself. As long as you're being true to yourself, your story's gonna come out too.
Wow. I like that. 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 This is Andre Porter, representative for Speak It TV. Speak It TV, where we encourage you to speak your greatness into existence. On the phone with us right now is author S.C. Moore, all the way from Chicago. Any shout outs you want to give? Anybody you want to give a shout out real quick?
Man, to my family, the Moore family, my fiance, Erica Davis, Sizzler and Sassy Publications. I appreciate them signing me. Yeah. And definitely to you, man, for giving me this opportunity to speak, man.
Definitely. And thank you very much for adding members to the Speak It TV group, you know what I mean, so they can see your interview, a part of the Speak It TV book club. This is Andre Porter, and as always, keep speaking your greatness into existence. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our page, Speak It TV. Follow us on Instagram, Speak It TV, and join our group on Facebook, Speak It TV Podcast.
Yes, we can! Yes, we can!